1st December, Thursday, MAO with Cal once again, right? Now, I know that everybody is talking about this. The stock market, Dow Jones rallied 700 points last night. So everyone around me is calling for buy. But today, I'll tell you this. I've calculated for you the recession for US will likely be from 6th February 2023. No kidding, I'll show you how I get these numbers and you need to watch out from here, alright? So let's just begin with disclaimer applied as usual, and thank you Ames for the kind sponsorship. Now, first of all, let's talk about this Jiang Zemin first, the late Jiang Zemin. In fact, we just have news said that former China President Jiang Zemin has passed on at the age of 96. Now, apparently he is a Chinese politician that served as the General Secretary of the CCP from 1989 to 2002, and of course this is his accolade, and of course well, there's also split camp between who he is. Some people like him and some people not very happy with him, but still, and this is the latest news. But of course the thing is this, well, when things were happening in China, we were talking to you yesterday in the video, and people were like calling for sell, we call for buy. Let me explain to you why. So this is the chart that you can see on the screen right now. We decided to call for buy on this particular market because we can see very visibly that the market was really supported by the MA30, and of course the following day the precision of it closing right above it, opening right above it, give me the confirmation. And of course I gave that the market has to stay above 12,280 for the upside, and all of them have manifested. So yesterday when I saw the initial pullback and then the market recover, we call for buy on the market. Yes, we called for buy. And of course this is the Cal I will follow you subscription. So we didn't buy China A50, we went to buy the Hang Seng Index. So I gave the buy call at 18380. My stop was at 18,000. So it's a short-term trade, and the first target was 18,586, and the next target was this 18,903. So that means that I was looking at about 500 points upside on this particular market. And the rationale reason was because I said the China stocks are having very erratic movement, and usually when this thing happens, when everything is bad, the protest was going on, I know that based on experience we could see something to change around. And truth be told, the Hang Seng Index really followed through. Now yesterday we have a CCRY which is above the opening price, and its color changed from red to yellow, so that's why yesterday it was a buy. And of course the indicator, the KSI was green and the KCX was blue, cyan. So these are the very good reason for me to call for buy. And if you just try back yesterday's video, you will hear me saying that. And our truth be told as well, we will definitely put where our money is, and we went into buy. And of course the students who actually profited from it, right? You can see that this particular student profited $749 US, another student profited about $700 US. So, and you can see that they actually practice trailing stop loss, which means that when they enter at 18,317, when the price goes higher, they put a trailing stop higher so that they lock in their profit before they aim for the target, which is what I mentioned, 18,903. So again, this shows that our traders really trade according to rules. And of course, if you want to join this Cal, I'll follow you, just contact us through Facebook. We'll give you more information. All right, congratulations to all those people who have profited from the market. Now, Jerome Powell, the man that moved the market. Now, apparently yesterday at about 2:30 a.m. Singapore time, while we were watching football, this Jerome Powell came in and says that the rate hike could slow as soon as December. Now, honestly, this is something that we've already said that it will happen. We already said that most likely the Fed fund rate will be 50 basis point rate hike. But because he come from the guy's mouth, and apparently he was so dovish yesterday, practically saying that, right, there's a good chance that things is getting better, so maybe we can reduce the rate, pace our rate hike, and we can even potentially look at the QT reduction. Oh my god, this is something that is really very dovish. And of course, when that happened itself, the market just jumped. Okay, the market just really jumped. Everybody was happy. You can see right now the rate probability for the next FOMC meeting on the 13th and 14th of December. the market is looking at the 50 basis points. So that will bring the Fed fund rate to 425 to 450 by this year itself. There's only 27% chance that we're going to see a 75 basis point. Now, there will be another CPI data coming before the Federal Reserve meeting. That may change a little bit, but of course, if everything is status quo, then it will be a 50 basis point. And of course, the stock market was definitely very happy. You can see over here right now. Let me just change my color a little bit. The stock market was basically sideways until Jerome Powell comes in. Now, Jerome Powell comes in straight away when he started to speak. Bang, the market went up, right? You can see that. Then, of course, it rallied up about 1%. There was some pullback, and traders think that will be the end. But no, the boys came in to buy up again. Now, usually, you have noticed this when there's news coming in, and this news is like really not expected as well, right? You will know that if it's buying, usually a pullback is a good time to add position. And the market shoot up again, and then it pulled back a little bit before closing. Bang, the market closed it at the high. Alright, so closing at a high in TWB in a downtrend is never a good sign. So watch out for this, guys. If the market can't hold its profit, we could see some profit taking coming in. So yesterday, the entire S&P 500 all closed positive, okay? All closed positive. Alright, so you can see every market itself, right? Every sector was positive. So it just tells you that, well, okay, why is it so positive? Is it because really everybody's happy? Well, this is a big question mark. But yesterday, the ADP numbers was not fantastic. In fact, the ADP numbers were down. So apparently, let me just change my color a little bit. Apparently, the forecast figure was at 200,000. As you can see over here, the market came out 127. So that means that people are actually losing their job or lesser job available. So definitely this coming Friday, which is tomorrow, we're going to see the non-farm payroll figures, and already the market is looking at a reduction, so we may see an even lower figure. So of course, a lower figure may actually tell us the Federal Reserve that they are doing it right, and maybe inflation is going to come down. So yesterday we can see that I told you the GDP number will be higher, and truth be told, it was higher. So that probably gives this Jerome Powell more ammunition to tell everybody that things may be getting good right now. But what I doesn't like is the crude oil inventories. Oh my god, the market was looking at a minus 2.7, but the inventories came out minus 12 million. Well, that's a lot. So in tomorrow's VMAO, I'll be covering on crude oil, and I strongly believe that crude oil is going to go up again. So traders, be very, very careful. Now for today, with the core CPI, the PCE data, and the market is looking at a lower number, which is more likely to happen, and of course that will likely push the market higher a bit. So let's hope that this ADP numbers tells us that the economy is actually losing steam right now, but that's a good thing, because that means inflation will reduce, or they're telling us that the recession is going to come in, and we have to be very, very careful. This is where the paradox comes in. Now, one thing is that I want to share with you this very important chart whereby, let me just understand there's some technical issue here. Moment, please. Just give me a moment. Here we go. Alright, so we know that there's this yield curve inversion going on right now, and of course this unusual relationship between the treasury yields reflect the investors' bet on the easing inflation and the futures rate cut. So what is it all about? As you know, that we have inversion. Yes, indeed we have inversion. And just give me a moment, there's some issue with my PowerPoint slide. I think this should be the one in front. Here we go. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Here we go. So you can see right here, right now, that we have the inversion. Now, the inversion on the 10th and 2-year, take note of this date. The date itself is from 1st of April 2022. Okay, this is very critical. I'll come to that later, but just take note that the first inversion comes in on the 1st of April 2022. Okay, so with this understanding right now, let's take a look at something very important. Is that they reset the so-called, wait a minute. Let me just bring one more here. Oops, sorry, my bad. There's something wrong with my PowerPoint slides now, apparently. Oh dear. Okay, one more, yeah. There's a bit of issue right here. Okay, just give me a second. There's some... Okay, let me just try this again. Okay, sorry, my bad. Alright, so that's how I told you this 1st of April, right? Very important. Okay, that's where this slide has went wrong. Now, it's okay, let me just take this away, and then I show this to you. Apology on this. You can see right now, right, this is the 10-year, 2-year spread, and apparently that we are now at the lowest level since the start of 1990. Alright, so we're at the lowest point, and you can see every time when it went inverted itself, you will see recession, inverted, recession, inverted, recession, inverted, recession. So after the last 4 times, it was perfect. All right. The thing is this. All right. Why am I bringing this again? I know you heard this enough time. It's because of this, guys. This is something very important. Take note of that right now. Apparently, someone had did a research here, and how long does it take for a recession to happen? So since 1969 all the way to 2006, okay? Every time when there's a recession, when there's an inversion, okay, the inversion itself, right, okay, then followed by how many days? Apparently, it takes about 311 days on average to have the recession. So in short, since 1969 until to date, all right, the market take an average of 311 days to hit recession. So what I did was simple. I just basically take the 1st of April 2022 plus another 311 days and we will have it. So apparently now from the 1st of April 2022 plus 311 days, excuse me, we will have the 6th of February. So which means that from 6th of February onwards, there should be a technical recession coming in. So traders, think about this. Recession usually need 2 GDP quarters to be negative to 3 of them. So now we are now back to positive. So by mathematics, it's not possible. But when based on the inversion of the 10 and 2 year spread, usually by the 311 day, we will see the recession coming in. So that is where I strongly believe that Jerome Powell may be dovish. He may have pushed the market up, but I feel that he knows something there and is trying to make the thing soft landing. All right. So that is my view here. So take note of that. Likely it will be from February the 6th, 2023, and that's how I get my figure. All right. Now, one thing is that some people are still not thinking that it will be a bear market because apparently we do not see a bear market bottom without panic selling, which is true. So in 2001 and 2020, there were panic selling, and that is usually the VIX will shoot above 45. So no bear market has ever bottomed out without the VIX shooting above 45. So where is the VIX right now? Let's take a look, everybody. The VIX right now is trading at 20. So that means that there is no worry. But if you look carefully, the last time we see something like this where it was 20, everybody was saying that the market is going to recover, blah, 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 in August. And then what happened? The VIX shot up all the way to 34, okay? So the last time we saw this was back in April, which is where the inversions happened. It's the same figure, about 1920, and the market shot all the way to about 36. So let's say we do a hypothesis. If the market is to bottom out soon, and based on what I'm saying now, the market can go up to 32. So what do you think, guys? Do you think that it's possible to see 32 coming in? Let us know. All right. So this is how I see the VIX chart and how I see the entire market. And of course, if you believe in what you're seeing right now, then just be very, very careful, because apparently now the boys are turning around and say that no, there's no need to be panicking, because the Barclays says that the recession is being delayed and the Federal Reserve will likely cut their rates only at the end of 2023. And of course, there's nothing need to be worried about. And they said that things are okay, except for Citibank's warns of the rolling recession that will shake the global economy 2023. So, well, both side camps, some are calling for buy, some are calling for sell. And for me, I've been telling you that I rather be calling for sell. But of course, periodically, if the market asks me to buy, I will still buy. Just how we do it for Hang Seng. Alright, so let's just remember that I have a preview coming out on this coming 3rd of December, which is 2 days from now. Now, apparently now we have about 50 people signing up. It's much lower than the last time, but it's okay, because I know that usually that is a good telltale sign that the market is bullish right now. So when someone calls for a sell, wow, the market is bullish, it is something like that. So that's why, to me, it's a strong indicator that I know that we are near the top. So traders, you need to be very, very careful. And please, if you're interested in what I just shared with you, then register right now. I'll see you on the 3rd of December at 10 a.m. All right, let's look at the chart right now and see what we have for you for today. Let's bring it in. Here we go. All right, so first of all, the Dow Jones yesterday blasted up all the way, okay? I mean, it was trading here at 33,837, and then it went down to a low of 33,600 flat figure and did a strong recovery, and it breaks above 34,027. And you can see that the last time was 2 days ago. You can see the market hits the top brilliantly and come back down. So this number is very critical. So the next target I have was 34,768, but it missed by a bit. So if the Dow continue, 34,768 will be the first target. If not, it's alright. There should be some profit taking, which means that this buy-up could be actually not genuine. Alright, so there's something that we take note of that. And you can see this China market. Wow, look at the reversal. The market really hit the technical point that I mentioned and pull back. So if you look at the chart, right, if you look at it, show it to you, the long-term chart. This is the, okay, let me just make it a bit bigger. This is long-term chart where I've brought the connection point here, A, B, C, and D. And you can see the market, China A50 touches it and come back down. All right, this is interesting. So, well, the thing is this, as long as the China A50 stays above 12,280, this is still good. But if they really come back down and breaks below this, I'm telling you that the selling could bring it all the way down to 11,400 series. All right, so watch out for this. Alright, so in terms of the 5% chart, which I want to show to you today, let's take a look right now, everybody. Now, oops, sorry. This is the downtrend channel, which the market has basically broke it, so I have to delete this away, and I'm going to stick it there, click it out. So what you can see, guys, is that the RSI back then in November 2021, the RSI hit 70, and that was a beautiful top. Then after that, the next one was back here on August 16, and that was a beautiful top. But this time around, we have a congestion of RSI, and usually this congestion tells me that the market is kind of bullish right now, and for it to break above the previous high, that means there could be a chance the Dow is going to go for 35,105. So what we can usually do is this: we take the 2-figure here, right, which is right now. I'm going to do it live for you guys. Just give me a moment. I can get my calculator out. We're going to go live on this to show you how can we do this together. Okay, so calculator in. Okay, so the 100, this is the highest point. This is the 5% reduction method. So now this point here is 35,105 plus 33,258. Okay, so you have the combo, the full sum of this 2%, level, and then we divide it by 2. Okay, here we go, and that's 34,181. So 34,000. Okay, I'm gonna write it down for you. 34,181, and then voila. Okay, so you can see now that this is incredible. Look at it. This is whereby the market, this is the numbering on the market, and when the market hit this point, it was exactly the 92.5 figure, and then that's where the market came down. Brilliant, right? Okay, so now everybody focus here with me and watch out. This one here can tell you that if the Dow Jones stays above 31,181, then the Dow will be going up. But if the Dow stays below it, then some selling. All right, so now we have the Dow at 34,550. So 34,181 is a die. You have to stay above level. If the Dow Jones stays up, then the next target is as high as 35,105. Now, if the market stays down, then the market will come back down to 34,181. All right, so it's something for you to take back and take note. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the whole market with all the indicators. The Dow Jones has created a new BMB right now, so it's pretty cool. The BMB RL level will be somewhere around 34,624. The support level will be somewhere around here, which coincides with the MA30, is 33,570. All right, somewhere near the same point. So the KSI and my KRW both are very positive. So as long as the Dow stays up above the BMB RL, the Dow Jones can go for 34,780 level. Now for the Nasdaq, we have a very incredible rebound. This is the BMB resistance level, support level, RL, SL. So what you see, yesterday the Nasdaq opened precisely at the BMB support level, and then what happened? It rallied up all the way, broke the RL, broke the BMB extension, and now it's here. So interestingly, the MA200 is at 12025 right now. If the market can hang above it, which is what is happening right now, the Nasdaq can go all the way up to 12,170. But same thing here, if the market fail and pull back, then of course the first support level will likely be 11,976, that's the extension, and the next figure will be as low as 11,856. All right, so KSI and KCX are all in the positive side, so not so bad, although the current level of KRW looks kind of negative for now. All right. Then the S&P 500, let's take a look, everybody. The S&P 500 has the same thing. We have the BNB SL, which I told you yesterday, 39.54. And once the market hit 39.54, it rebounded off MA200 and MA30. Very strong support here. And it go all the way up to BNB RL level, which happened to be 45. Okay. So for today, it's pretty simple. The market now is trading above the BNB RL and above the MLP, but trading below OP. So which means that if S&P 500 pulls back, we can see coming back down to 4043 level. The upside could be 4123 level. KSI and KCX, both of them, yeah, from yesterday's numbers looks pretty okay, but currently now the KRW is showing a bit of downside. All right, so traders, you need to be very careful. All right, so that is the S&P 500. Can I just bring in my DAX now to show you how it will work? Okay, it doesn't work for this particular one. Never mind. Let's just go with the next market, which is the moment. Yeah. Okay, let's look at the gold and silver market. Let's take a look right now. Now, gold and silver. Silver has blasted all the way up to $22.36. Yesterday, we talked about silver having a strong base at this 2080. And I said that if silver can break above the BNB RL, which is the 2161, then it should be going up. And truth be told, it went to 2236. So now this particular silver seems to me in the big, it's going to be a bull market right now. It has basically broke the downward trend channel. So most likely it's going to go for 25, 26 level when the time permit and of course fundamental permit. To me, it's at the moment now the KSI is still red, KCX is cyan. So the moment, if let's say we can see the KSI turning blue or turning green, sorry, and the KRW stays cyan, then there could be a big rally coming out for silver. Okay. Now for gold, it's a bit different. Now gold has already done a CCRY recently beautifully at the BNB support level, and yesterday's gold continued march up and breaks the BNB RL, so which means that the gold could go all the way to 1787. But of course, if it couldn't go higher and pull back down, then the first support will be at 1763, the BNB RL level. So traders, you need to watch out for this. Okay. All right. So at the moment now, KSI and KCX are both positive, so that's probably explain why the market is going up right now. But of course, the main gist of it is because of the US dollar. The US dollar, as you can see now, is trading down a little bit. Now, it is very clear that US dollar has played a big one right here to probably make everybody buy. And then, of course, things happen. And now we are all jumping and say that we should have crashed the market. But if you look carefully, the last time we hit this point here, the market did not actually go to the, didn't buy any stuff, and the market rebounded. And then after that, recently, it stopped here perfectly. It was around and it rebounded. So maybe we will see a bit of base out at 10560. Then after that, the next target will be about 10750. And that will really save a lot of traders in the market. All right. Okay, let me just bring it away. All right, so that is gold, and then that's silver. And let's look at the Bitcoin and Ethereum before we wrap it up for today. So you can see right now with the dollar coming down a little bit, the cryptocurrency have bumped up higher. Now the BNB support level was 16,206, and you can see yesterday the two market players, both of them resided here itself, and then the next day someone took notice of that and just bump up all the way, and now it's heading towards 17,416 level. KSI and KRW both are pretty positive with this. All right, so that is the Bitcoin and Ethereum. Let me bring in Ethereum right now. Where's our Ethereum? Ethereum is here. It has broken above the BNB resistance level. So 1333 will be the first target I think will go. KSI and KCX are all helping it on. All right. So that will be all for today. Thank you for watching. This is a lot of good information. I will see you again tomorrow for MAO. This is Cal signing off. Bye bye.